Hello, my name is Marina Campos. I'd like to welcome you to today's webinar regarding AI, automation, and healthcare. I am based out of Florida. My full name is Marina Campos. I've been at Teleperformance for 10 years, leading what is called the Global Customer Experience Lab. I'm very excited to invite Pascal Bornet and Linda Capnoto to introduce themselves. And before we do that, today we're going to have a very quick conversation. So 15-minute kind of overview of some of the key trends in the sector. With that, Pascal, please.
Hi, Marina. Thanks for the invitation and very happy to be with you today. I'm Pascal Bornet. I'm one of the authors of the book Intelligent Automation that you can see behind me. The first book on the topic that we published 6 months ago. And passionate about making our world more human with these technologies.
And Linda, good to see you again.
Thank you, Marina. My name is Linda Capnoto, and I'm the Division President of Healthcare for Teleperformance. And we support healthcare clients across geographies in their business transformation and digital automation needs.
Great. Thank you so much for joining us today. Well, so much has happened in the last year, and there's all this talk that, COVID-19 was the ultimate catalyst. There's been a lot of digital transformation, many changes. So at the Customer Experience Lab, every year we conduct a major consumer sentiment survey across multiple countries and sectors. And one of the key areas of interest for us is what's happening with chatbots. And we've definitely seen an acceleration in willingness and usage of chatbots across all countries, and especially among younger generations. So let's get started. Pascal, what are you finding in terms of changes during the pandemic?
So, yeah, I mean, similar to what you just said, I've seen really an increase in the number of new transformations and the number of projects related to intelligent automation. I think it became from a competitive advantage a business survival. The businesses that are today not able to motivate their employees remotely, collect cash remotely, sell their products remotely are not able to survive. So definitely automation and digitalization have become an imperative for business.
And Linda, you're leading a sector at the forefront of it all. So I'm sure you've seen many changes in the last year.
Yes, absolutely. And I think a major shift driven by COVID was the mass adoption of telemedicine. And telemedicine has been used by providers to treat their patients while maintaining their safety during the COVID-19 pandemic. And since some of the regulatory requirements were relaxed, and combining that with increased payer reimbursement, it really accelerated this growth. And for Teleperformance, as we worked at home supporting millions of callers about their health plans and how to find treatment and pay for treatment, our essential staff needed critical tools, automated tools, digital tools to help get to as many people as possible to provide this important information. So definitely COVID has accelerated the growth of this, and I think there'll be much more to come as a result.
Right. So we're talking about these changes, but what are the benefits really to companies and to consumers overall in terms of adopting intelligent automation or AI? But first of all, maybe Pascal, you talk about the fourth industrial revolution in your book. And that was a very interesting concept when I read it over last summer when it came out. And also, can you define it for us and talk about some of the use cases and the benefits?
Yes, very happy to do that. So in the book, we talk about intelligent automation. We've chosen not to talk about artificial intelligence, which is a broader topic, buzzy word today that we can see in science fiction movies and and in the reality as well. So to make it really grounded in the reality and grounded in what can be actually done and what is currently being done by companies, by all companies, and by all companies across industries. We've called it intelligent automation. You might have heard about hyper automation, cognitive automation. Those are synonyms. And what they are is a combination of methods, which includes people, organization, data, processes, and technologies. So you might have heard about robotic process automation, machine learning, computer vision, natural language processing, combining all those components to automate end-to-end processes on computers and deliver business outcomes on behalf of the employees, working hands in hands with them. And related to the topic of health, based on our research in the book, we've identified that with these technologies, we are able to save more than 10 million lives per year, especially through the support to clinical trials, disease diagnosis, and by avoiding medical errors. On top of this, we've identified the capacity to save more than 10 trillion USD per year by reducing frauds, errors, and accidents. And if we save this amount of money, this could help us to double our global budget for health, which would be a huge achievement. On top of this, we've researched also the impact on employees, workers, and we've been able to identify that we could save more than 30%, augment more than 30% of the work tasks that are currently performed by people, while eliminating or automating the rest.
Pretty big numbers, right? So what keeps companies from embarking on these changes, right? So what can we do to help companies automate and really leverage the best of processes and intelligent automation to benefit consumers and companies? Maybe Linda, if we could start with you and your thoughts on that.
Sure. Pascal hit on some very important things. It's critical that we lower the cost of healthcare while at the same time improving health outcomes. And that's really what we're hearing from healthcare companies that we support. Their main goals are to improve member and provider experiences, but we also need to lower costs. So we look at a very customized approach to doing that. So we use enhanced customer insights and analytics. We look at error reduction and improve first call resolution through tools like knowledge management, digital assistants, unified desktops. Those are ways that we can do those things to deflect volume, lower cost, but provide accurate, timely information that is so critical to the health and wellness of the people that interact with us. So these automated tools will ultimately result in better experiences for the caller, the customer, the employee, and our client company.
And what comes next, right? So let's say you're a company and you want to start a digital transformation program. You want to learn more. Pascal, what's the first step they should take?
The first thing to do is to understand it. So information, education are the first steps, and that's one of the reasons why we've written this book, is to make sure that everyone understands what it means, what it is, what it means, and what are the benefits we can get from those technologies, and what are the critical success factors to achieve those promises.
Linda, do you agree? What would you add?
I definitely agree. I mean, education is really important so that you can understand end to end what you're trying to accomplish, number one, and then what are the ways we can get there by utilizing automation and digital services to get to that end point. So we want to improve our CSAT by 10%. We want to reduce our costs by 12% to 25%. We can do those things through automation and put a whole roadmap and plan together for healthcare companies. But if they're not aware that these things exist or how they will impact them and their customers, then it's on us to help to educate them.
And I think when we talk about information and education, we mean focusing on the people first. And I think it's critical to put people in the center of those transformations. When I say people, it's patients, but also employees and management. Okay. I used to say that those transformations are made by people for people. So
yes, very well said, Pascal, because we're in the business of saving lives and improving lives, and that will always require a human element and the emotional component that is really critical in the overall solution that we're preparing. So it's the person that's going to drive this to have the best end result.
Completely.
Very, very well said. That's true. And if one of our viewers wants additional information, what are some resources we could point to? Maybe Linda, if you could start about some of the things we've worked on recently.
Sure, Marina, you know, I would love to continue the conversation, and there's lots of information on teleperformance.com and all of our social media channels, as well as my own personal LinkedIn and social media accounts, and happy to help in any way possible.
Great. And Pascal?
Yes, I mean, key material is about the book. That's my two co-authors and I published 6 months ago. The proceeds from the book will be donated to charities in charge of educating people to those new technologies. And make sure you follow me on the social media. I'm very passionate about the topic, so I share regularly insights on the newest innovations on LinkedIn, on Twitter, and all your preferred social media.
Thank you. I think the three of us could talk quite a bit about this subject, and I'm sure at one point we will. But until then, want to wish everybody, safe day, and thank our viewers for participating today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.